What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to show you how to pass a prop firm evaluation with one trade super fast. This isn't for new traders. This is for intermediate and advanced traders, but I do stress that if you're a new trader, you must watch this. Guys, when I was a kid, I'll never forget my very first job. I freaking worked at Winn-Dixie. I don't know, how big Winn-Dixie is as far as being in every single state in the nation. So I don't know if you have Winn-Dixie, but it's a grocery store. And it was my very first job. I was 15 years old. I only worked on the weekends. All right. And when I got my first paycheck, my God, bro, talk about a gut punch. I calculated how much I made per hour, how many hours I worked. And when I got my paycheck, I was like, wait a second, what's this FICA? And what's this? And what's that? It was just freaking money leaving my check left and right, left and right, left and right. And I was like, what in the world is happening? I worked all these hours and I'm only making enough to maybe go out this weekend with some friends. Much less later when I turned 16 and had a car to put gas in the car. It was wild. Now, all that effort for such little reward. Now, imagine when you're trading in your evaluation account and you spend the next 3 months or the next 30 days, okay, minimum, trying to get that evaluation account passed, trading the micro contracts, or, taking a few losses here that are bigger than your wins. And you're just grinding it out, taking so much time. And then by the end of it, poof, you blow the account because you lose patience and you're like, damn it, that's it. I only need $500 more and I'm going to get this $50,000 account. I'm going to get this $150,000 account and I'm going to get my funded account all that time. Now, if you're a brand new trader, that is literally exactly what I expect and urge you to do. Take your time because you're brand new. You're learning right now. But if you're an intermediate trader, if you're an advanced trader, there's no reason why you should be doing that. In my opinion, I personally don't do that with evaluations. What I do with evaluations is I trade at least 50% size or max, and I go after finishing the evaluation within 3 trades, preferably 1. Okay, that's what I do. And now here I have 3 or 4 videos I'm going to show you with trades that I took where I passed with one trade and I got my evaluation passed and funded because right now, Apex has a coupon code. There's in the description and comment section. You'll find it where you can get 80% off your evaluation. Plus you can get funded in 1 day. That's a no-brainer. Okay. You don't have to trade multiple days. If you meet your profit target, you're immediately going to go into funding at the end of the business day. So take advantage of that. I know I am. Let me show you these trades. I'm also going to show you at the end a trade where I failed. Okay, so here's the very first trade. This was in a $150,000 account where the profit target goal is $9,000. You hit $9,000 and that's it. You pass the evaluation. So I'm in max size, which happens to be 17 contracts, meaning I only need roughly 27 points, I want to say. With 27 points, I basically make over 9,000, which is great because, when you don't have the 1 day to pass, you have to keep trading this thing for a total of 7 days or whatever promotion they might have. You want to go down and trade the micros. So you want to give yourself some wiggle room there so you can just take in trades those days and, just basically churn those shares or those contracts and meet the criteria to pass. But in this case, we have 1 day to pass. Easy peasy. What we had here was before the US market had opened. You can see here it's 9:21 a.m. We had this quick kind of double bottom and bounce back up into this 40 level, which was a prior level of resistance on the hourly chart. And because I noticed that, I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and jump in here on my short setup, looking for a breakdown here as we go into the open. Now, really what I wanted was for this to trade sideways here in this 30 level and at open, just give me a quick flush, right? This trade actually took 2 minutes. This trade actually took 8 minutes. We're going to go ahead and fast forward just a little bit. And I'm going to go over with you some of the concerns I had throughout this trade. You can see here, time is just passing by. We're not doing much. These are 3-minute candles. The volume is kind of depleting a little bit here. You can see I already have an order out. You can see here I have an order out already. You see here on my mouse cursor, I'm short from 18435 and I have an order down here at 18408. Okay, and that gave me more than enough of, over $9,000 to pass the evaluation. Now we get down here to 30 and we bounce back up. That's perfectly fine. I'm expecting some sort of consolidation here before we get the drop. So as long as that 40 level holds resistance, we get that quick little pop here and a rejection in front of that 40 level, volume increasing on the rejection, showing some selling pressure. And we just keep trading sideways here. I'm perfectly fine and comfortable in the position because that's my level. I know where it's at. I'm looking for that to continue to hold resistance. What I'm not looking for, and you'll see that I'll start to get concerned about it here soon, is going to be the trailing drawdown. And later on in this video, I'm going to show you a video where I blew up an evaluation because of the trailing drawdown. And that one has a funny story because I wasn't even at my desk. So here you go. You start to work your way on down here to 26. You start to work your way on down here to 26, 25 zone. I'm already up 10 points on this position. And more than likely, I would have taken some profits off if it was inside of my funded account, taking some of my position off. But this is an evaluation and I'm looking to get it done within one singular trade. So we move along here a little bit. Right there. You see that drop down here? I was up over 10 points at one point or another, and then we take it right back up towards my entry. At that point, I was starting to get nervous with my with my trailing drawdown on this evaluation. And I remember taking a peek live in the moment at my trailing drawdown and seeing it get underneath $1,000 at one point or another throughout this trade. And I was like, well, looks like this one's going to blow up. But thankfully, it didn't. You'll see what happens here as we creep closer to the open. Start to get back down there towards those lows. Here's the open. You can see the volatility coming in here. You get down there towards it. We tap it and we pick up a little bit. I'm like, no, what are you doing? And we get a little bit closer to the order getting filled and it doesn't get filled. I'm like, what is happening? Just fill it already. And we get that little pop back up. I'm like, bro, this thing's going to slam me with the trailing drawdown. But we get back down there towards those lows. And I say, you know what? My order's out there. We already broke that low from the consolidation. I think we should get filled. Bang, we get filled right there. Over $9,000. And that right there, my friends, is one evaluation passed with one trade. Okay. Now, you have to notice one thing here. My entry, although it wasn't the best entry, it was definitely not the worst entry. I was only about, let's say, 10 to 12 points away from my stop. Not terrible. Clear definitive plan. I wasn't just YOLOing it and trying to get lucky. All right. It was an actual solid trade plan. So that's one trade done. Okay. The very next trade, and this isn't that same day, or I don't even think it's the next day. The point is, it's the very next trade I'm going to show you here. This one is with a $50,000 account. You could see clear as day up here, 10 contracts I am short. And I'm already up $4,400. You would say, Jesse, why are you still in this position? You only need $3,000 to get funded on a $50,000 account. Yes, that is correct. I'm short from 18,101 zone. And the reason I'm still in the position is because this thing went into profit instantly. Instantly. I was actually, you see up here, this little bar right here, that was me opening up a window with an order entry box so that I can put my order out on the bid to get my cover from my short, all the while hitting the record button so I can record the trade. This thing just like this instantly. I went into the trade and I instantly was in profit. And by the time I looked up, I'm like, oh my God, this account's done because I only need $3,000. Right. At one point, I remember, if I'm not wrong, I remember seeing it about 6,000. Look at that. 5,500, 56, 6,000. There it was. Did you see the $6,000? Look, 6. And I'm like, well, there's no point in putting the order out. Let me just exit. So I click exit all positions. So it's basically like a market order or like panic button. And that's it. I was out. It was done. It was funded. Now, why did I get short there? Okay, this one is a little bit tricky. And I went in full size, which is 10 contracts on a $50,000 account. We had the bounce back into the previous resistance zone, previous support right in here. We bounce back up into it. It turns into resistance. Mind you, I don't do this off of the 3-minute chart only. This level lined up on the hourly chart as well, or on the daily chart as well. I always confirm my trade ideas with my larger time frames. We have a weak volume. Look at the volume here. Weak volume bounce back up into that resistance zone. I missed this initial entry. We got back down here to 80 area, and I was like, damn it, man, I'm going to miss on this trade. But then we quickly got a quick little spike, a little bounce right back up into this candle. And I said, well, this is perfect. I'm going to get short here because my stop is over here anyways. And it's This is the setup. We're looking for that break of the lows. And I didn't even need a break of the lows because I just needed a handful of points to get this thing done. Once again, you'll see here I'm short from 1801. We get down here and we're already up tremendously. Another account funded with the 1 data pass special. All right, guys. So this one right here is right at the open. Okay, we got a quick shot straight up into a resistance zone yet again on the hourly chart. And I said, okay, this is my opportunity here. It's another $50,000 account. I only need 3,000 bucks. I'm in short 10 contracts from 18,328 and change. And I'm looking for that quick drop. Now, this one almost got away from me too, in the sense that I tried to put an order out and we were already coming on down towards my profit zone, all right, which was right around that 18,315 zone. Now, that's all I needed. As soon as I got into the trade, we get a quick flush down and I was like, oh my God, man, I'm not going to have enough time to key in my order to put it on the bid. I might have to just, you see this, oh, you can't see it on the screen, but there's an exit at market or cancel orders button. I call it the panic button. I use it to stop out of positions. And I said, I might have to press this. But it gave me the opportunity eventually to put my order out on the bid and get my fill. Now, let me show you this order. We're short from there. I have 10 contracts. I will move. This is the box right here where I input my orders manually. I'll get that out the way here pretty soon throughout the trade because I notice it when I take a look at my OBS. There it is. So we're up 2,000 bucks, 1,700. Now, yet again, I had a concern here for the trailing drawdown and I almost took a $2,000 win because I was like, damn, this is the open, literally the open. And, I'm kind of shorting against the trend, but on a larger time frame, I'm shorting into a resistance wall. So I was okay with that. But I did know that for a fact, the trailing drawdown could have gotten me because I'm short from 18,328 and we're already at 18,319. All right. And this is a smaller $50,000 account. So I was a little bit concerned about that, but I held on. I said, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Why is it fine? Because if this account blows up, it's an evaluation. It does not matter. For me, the evaluations at this point is about speed, not about technique. It's about taking the right setups, but with max size, so I can get this done within 1 to 3 trades. 2,500 bucks. We only need $500 more. I still have not been able to put my order out here because I was concerned that while I'm fiddling around putting my order on the bid and writing it out on this order box, that we might flush down there where I would have gotten my fill. And then we pop right back up and this thing destroys my trailing drawdown. So I was really just trying to see if I can exit this on market versus having to put the order out. Look at this, 2,500, 2,800, 2,800 again, 2,850, 2,900. Right there when I saw that 2,900, I was like, bro, no, you're going to have to just put your order out there on the bid and let's see what happens. Because if this thing would have bounced right, 2,900 I had, $100 more, and I would have been funded, would have passed. That means that my trailing drawdown is almost non-existent at this point. If this thing pops right back up a little bit, it's done. I honestly thought I was going to lose this evaluation. So right here, I populate the box again, and I'm like, you know what? That's it. I'm just going to go ahead and put my order out there. There it is. There's my order, 18,313. And I'm like, well, it looks like we're going to lose this account. And I sat back and I just let it do its thing. And right here, I was like, oh, wait a second. This one actually might pull back and get me that fill. We can get this quick fill down here and get us another $50,000 funded account. Crazy volatility here off the open. There it is. And we're done. Just like that. And there it was, guys. I actually came out on the mic there and spoke about the trade. I nailed it. I'm not going to be here and be like, oh yeah, I knew for sure I was going to get down there. The dump that came after that was infinite. It made a big dump after that, but I almost lost that account. Speaking of losing accounts, let me show you one where I lost. On this trade right here, I'm short yet again from this 18390 zone. We bounce up into it, reject. I decide to get short and I'm like, okay, this looks like a for sure shot right back down to the lows. Now, this again was 8:42 a.m., not during the market hours, not the US market anyways. So I said to myself, I'm just going to put the order out. And this is a one and doneer in that it's either going to blow up the account because my stop is so far away, or I'm going to pass it And I got up off my desk and I left that order just like that. Okay. Now it was disheartening because when I came back to my desk, we were down here. We were down here and I had not gotten my order. Like I thought, oh, I was like, yes, I got my account done. But I looked at my account and it was liquidated with profit in it. I was like, why? So I had to go back and watch my video. Look at this action. We're short from 18379. We got down here almost 9 points already in profit. We popped right back up. My stop zone was up here. I'm pretty sure that would have blown the account. Look at that drop, guys. Look at that drop. All the way down there towards 60. Look at this. Your trailing drawdown is moving with that unrealized P&L, getting ready to snipe you and take you out and liquidate your account. This is a 10-minute trade, or at least I recorded 10 minutes. Look at this. You would think, okay, this is perfect. As long as we stay under 70 at this point, we're good to go. So I'm short from 79. We're already tapping 60. So, you know, we just need to get down there to 51. Look at that drop, guys. That's a great trade. That's a great trade setup. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that wick. Are you kidding me? There it goes. Account's about to disappear. Look at that, guys. The trade setup is still sound. The pattern is still there. There's no problems here. This is a good setup. This bounce is not indicative of anything other than the trailing drawdown screwing me. Okay, well, this one's blowing. But we do end up eventually getting back on down towards that level. So in other words, you don't win them all, and that's perfectly fine. You're going to lose some. Hell, you might lose most of them. But one thing you're not going to lose is time when you do it this way. Now, again, I exercise this tremendously. Do not do this if you're a brand new trader. Now, if you want to do it and you're a brand new trader and you're like, whatever, man, I don't care. I got money to spend. Well, then by all means, have fun. But I make more than I lose. So I feel perfectly fine doing my evaluations this way. Oh, but just you're going to blow up a bunch of valuations. So what? I don't care if I blow up a bunch of evaluations if at the end of everything, the payouts are profitable. Remember, this is a business. There's cost to business. Okay. And I'm making more money than I lose in paying for an evaluation. And yes, I pay for the evaluations just like you. I don't get free evals. All right. I don't know if other YouTubers get free evals or not. If they do, awesome, more power to them. I don't get free evals. So it's fine. You know, this is just the name of the game. So that's what I do. Let me know your thoughts. Drop them in the comment section. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you're alerted when I upload videos and do my lives. And I'll catch you on another one. Peace.